You are listening to the #1 podcast made by two guys, 40 plus, who have now hit 100 episodes. Freaking shocking.
That's impressive.
That is.
100 episodes.
This is episode 100.
So this started 2 years ago, right?
Well, we've gone through, no, I think by end of August will be 2 years.
We're coming up on 2 years.
Yeah. But, I mean, from our humble beginnings to where we are now.
I mean, look at how the studio is.
The studio has progressed. I think we should talk about, some of the origins of the show, where we've come from, what's happened, the influence that we've had, because we have. I mean, we have really changed the world on certain topics.
We definitely have.
Predictions that have come true, others that have not. But
we helped certain lottery winners. Remember, remember the scratch-offs that we said we haven't seen anybody win, and then
that's right.
2 weeks later, somebody hits for $1 million.
I know. We're going to get to all of this and more right after this, and we're back. And I mean, this turned into just the origins of it. Turned from a conversation on a lounge chair. To an actual produced podcast, which has now hit 100.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. We do have a live studio audience.
Yes, we do.
And paparazzi outside the studio.
I know. We have to keep them at bay.
That's why I wore my T-shirt.
So people know you're here. We're keeping people at bay, and you're advertising the fact that you're here. That doesn't make you should go incognito, if anything.
I felt like it was necessary to wear the Aging Immaturely merch
for tonight. I appreciate it. I didn't have mine on.
I got to be honest. I got a little done up for tonight.
I see you combed the hair. You shaved.
Yeah, because it was nice out after.
Is that
work.
a hickey on your neck?
No, that's from shaving.
Oh, okay.
Fresh shave.
That's not from said wife?
No, definitely not from said wife. But, but after work today, it was nice out. I washed my car.
Oh, nice.
So I figured I'd clean up a little bit for tonight.
Yeah, you look impressive. I had a bit of a rough day, but I'm not going to get into that. I mean, nobody cares. So what else?
You sure? Is there anything that we can help with?
No, not really.
The audience, maybe people can dial in and call us up on the hotline?
No, not this. This is... I don't want to get into it. More of the great resignation that is hitting the nation, or has hit the nation.
It's hitting everybody.
It's bad. It's bad because I'm not getting into it. I don't want to get into it. But there's people that want to work, people that don't want to work, people that you got to kiss their ass to work, and it doesn't make sense.
I'll tell you what the biggest problem is.
I'm just venting. That's my vent for the evening.
I'm afraid what's going to happen down the road.
And we're heading into a recession, so I'm not overpaying now for help that I can get for less money.
That's exactly. It's not really. It's not overpaying. It's paying. Well, yeah, I guess it's overpaying. It's overpaying, but I think a lot of companies are doing overpaying, and they're going to look up and be like, what did I do? I got to get rid of some of these people now.
Exactly.
And then it's going to go from people getting hired left and right for more money than they thought the job was worth to, I'm hedging my bet, because that's the way I look at it. There's two things that I'm not doing. And I'm not, as we head into a recession, because nobody believes Joe anymore. Not going to overpay for a job that a year from now I can get somebody else to do for less money, or what I'm offering now. So anyway, I just want to get to, do you feel better?
Yeah.
Do you feel better?
I vented.
Good.
I vented. But we've had a lot of sponsors on the show.
We have.
We've had,
that's right.
Anchor,
you're right.
Anchor, which has been with us since the beginning.
Yep.
Which is actually free, as I've done
renewed with us. And as we've read through the information that if anybody wants to make a podcast, great place to do it. We had Smooth My Balls. For a little bit there.
There, yes. And we got some good stuff from them. We got the Turf Chopper.
Yeah, no, I didn't. You brought that out. Yeah, right, that we didn't.
Yeah, I'm afraid. I'm still afraid to use the Turf Chopper.
Okay, but
I didn't want that to, precious cargo down there. I didn't want to nick anything, but supposedly it doesn't. But the other thing is good, the Muncher. I do use the Muncher when I do shave to pick up the excrements of my beard.
That sounds disgusting.
I didn't want to say, like my face pubes. I wanted to,
You don't have pubes on your face.
It is pubic hair. What would you?
Facial hair.
My facial pubic hair. Okay.
No, not facial pubic hair. Where it sounds like you.
My falling.
It sounds like
drippings.
you're doing you're transplanting hair from one part of your body onto your face.
Well, no, it is naturally grown in that on the face.
Yeah, I should hope so. Yeah. I don't, see anything.
So when I do,
face.
So when I do trim the beard, I do use the that thing. It does work. Okay. Mighty Carver. You're breaking the studio now.
What's with this mic?
I don't know. I gotta fix it.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. So we had Mighty Carver, and
they were on.
We had them on. Great episode. Great episode. If anybody needs a Carver turkey, go to mightycarver.com.
To just be clear, though, it cuts more than turkey.
Right. I think we've really proven how, and we will do more. I think as we get towards Thanksgiving this year, we will do more Mighty Carver carving exhibitions.
I think it's really a barbecue tool.
It is. Well, there is something else that we would like to carve with a Mighty Carver.
Yeah, another one of our sponsors.
Well, I wouldn't call them a sponsor, but we give them free promo.
Well, they would it go as
well?
Yeah, it's
I would like to cut my Mighty Carver. I would like to use my Mighty Carver to cut a certain type of cake made by a certain brand.
Okay.
Made by certain people.
I can tell you that person,
that
company is listening.
However, we got free Mighty Carvers.
We did. That was nice.
Right.
And
we got some,
and we like the product is fantastic.
Yeah.
And we're happy to support you.
We got some free stuff from Smooth My Balls.
That's your thing.
Okay.
That's we're not sharing that.
Okay. I'm not sharing. Yeah. That's something that's not only that's not something that you cross promote with somebody. You know what I mean?
No, but you did turn it on the air. Yeah, so people could hear the
and
action.
This other company that we like to talk about and promote, which makes good stuff. Not feeling the love.
Oh, come on.
Not feeling the love.
Oh, you can't even
I think that I know that we're just dropping the episode now. I think it would have been nice to have cake. Is that 100 episodes? Congratulations. Maybe a cake with our face on it or something.
You could have ordered it.
I shouldn't have to order it.
What makes you... Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
When you go... here's a topic.
All right.
When I go to somebody...
Yeah.
Because they're in a business that I need their services.
Okay.
I don't want them to discount. I'm going to them because it's their business.
This is different. Different.
How is it different?
We're influencers. We're supposed to be getting. We're influencers. We're on social media. That's how this stuff works. I've been trying to teach you.
I don't have a problem paying for things that I need from people that I know.
Right.
I
don't have a problem paying for things.
Sometimes you get a discount. Sometimes they do you a favor. They push you ahead of the line.
If you came to me and said I needed switches, depending on what, here, no problem.
When I have a service that I need,
I'm not talking. You're missing the point.
No, I know what you're saying.
Did you know at Duke University, they now have like a TikTok or like how to make money on social media and TikTok class?
It's a class, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should take that online to enhance the show because we're really not doing too well in that area.
Well, no, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. If you look at, there's a couple, of these social media influencers, whatever you want to call them, that go viral.
Yeah.
But other than that, if you look at the history of people who built up a loyal following, they've been doing it for like a decade.
Yeah.
It's not an overnight thing.
No. Rogan's been at it for a long time.
Yeah, yes, and he had several platforms before that of who he was and celebrity and hosting. He was on primetime TV.
I know.
Yeah, so
I tried.
You tried TV?
Well, I tried the comedy thing. We've discussed that.
Yeah. Where
I still have a feeling that
your father paid the audience to show up.
Yeah, basically. I still feel though that prime time spot for me is out there. That's my dream that I'm not giving up.
Yep.
No, it's still there. Anyway, so another thing that I just want to point out. Okay, we have the two of us, the two guys, 40 plus, right?
40 plus. We got to say 50 plus soon.
Shut up. I could be 48 in like 2.5, 3 weeks.
You're older than? Oh wait,
I'm 47.
You're
47.
47.
Right.
I'm ahead of you. Okay.
Why?
No. Wait, what am I turning this year?
and you sell statistics and stuff, right? Don't you work with numbers?
I'm
oh my God, this is burnt.
Yeah, no, I'm older.
Well, what year were you born?
73.
Okay, I'm 74.
Yeah, I'm older.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, just a little bit. A tad.
I've got you by like 8 months.
That's not. It's under 12, so we're good to go.
Okay.
It's a shad old, a tad old. All right. I would just like to point out, Meghan Markle.
But wait a minute.
What?
Maybe our 200th episode will be our 50th birthdays.
Maybe if we could push it.
Yeah, I mean,
I just want to point out, Meghan and Harry have a deal with Spotify.
Yeah.
We've made more episodes than they have.
True.
And they're going to be, and we've made more episodes. I think we made more episodes. You ready for the 4 people? Hillary Clinton,
okay,
Michelle Obama, and the Markles. Between all their Netflix and their big contracts to do, podcasts.
Yeah.
We have made more episodes than the 4 of them combined. I think that's pretty impressive.
I think so too.
I think you got to give it up for that.
Do you attribute that to work ethic?
Yeah.
Dedication?
Yeah. I mean,
believing in what you do?
I 100% believe in this and what we do. So, I mean, I think right there, that's a very impressive statistic. The fact that we are not making the money they are, but yet we have made more episodes and worked harder. And we can they should sign us because we come at a discount compared to that kind of stuff.
You know what it is? We do it for the love of the game.
Yes, we do. Yeah, for the love of the cast.
For the love of the cast.
For the love of the cast.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it's out of passion.
Yeah.
We're very passionate about it.
Well, I mean, look. When we started, we were in a closet working with a phone and like crappy mics. And,
yeah, that's right.
Remember that? And we didn't know what the hell we were doing, and we figured it out. And then all of a sudden, from closet,
yeah, you did it from your closet. I was sitting in the office, in
right.
my office. We didn't have any mics. We didn't have we had nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah,
I gotta give a shout out to my mother for buying us the board.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you,
thank you very much.
Yeah, it's very special of you. And look how far we've got. And then all of a sudden, you know what? I think it's pretty impressive that you can do this, or for us, or for anybody, you can do this, and you're heard around. And like within 2-3 weeks, we were being heard around the world. We were getting international listeners. That was amazing.
That was the craziest thing.
Yeah.
that we put this together, and then all of a sudden, like
we're global.
We're like somebody in Finland's listening to us. It's like
we're very big in Romania and Russia. I gotta say,
yeah.
Until they shut us down in Russia.
Well, we chose not to broadcast.
Right. We were yes. We abide by the international rules.
Yep. So absolutely.
That's put a little damper in the listenership, I think.
So
I think this war is taking a toll on the show.
Let me ask you something. Is your mother a loyal listener?
Yeah.
Yeah, so is mine.
Yeah. I know that's very important. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Very important.
Goes over the whole show.
Yeah. Oh, details. I get a lot of criticism.
Oh, it's part of it.
I curse too much. I've tried to taper that down.
But I think it's part of.
I talk too fast. Wait, this was a good one. She thought I was talking too fast, and she said this to me one episode, right? And maybe I was like thinking, okay, I got excited. I was blobbering on and on and on and talking really fast. So next episode I start and I'm like, I made sure I talked at a slower tone. Okay? Wait, it's getting better. Because I got to get called out on this. And I get a call. You're still talking too fast. I'm like, I go back, I listen to the episode. I'm like, I sound fine. She hit the 1.5 speed on the thing. I'm like, let me see. So she had to play it for me. I'm like, that's not my voice. I'm like, but she didn't say anything about you. It was just me that was talking too fast, not you.
Oh yeah, and I get the you know, the loving constructive criticism that, you know, if I talk about something that happened from the past.
Okay.
No, that's not how it happened.
Oh, you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have proper recollection.
Yeah.
Although one thing that I do that has been confirmed, my assassination attempt on my life from Halloween when I got shot.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. You know, it's almost like, you know, for us Jews, it's almost like Passover when you read the Haggadah. What? No, it's like when you read the Haggadah, I have to every year around Halloween time, I have to tell the story about my assassination attempt. It's a yearly event. Yes.
Yes. Do you do that in a reclining position?
Well, I do it in front of the fire. I turn off all the lights, candlelit kids gather around. I got to tell you a story that just might save your life one day.
Yeah, and every year I'm sure you add a little.
You know what? It was such a scary and horrific experience that I survived that I do not need to exaggerate it at all. Yes. Yes, that was a big deal. So all right, so we started in the closet. I'm on house number 2.
Right.
I'm
still in the same house.
You're still in the same house, but new car. You've rotated since you started. You have one new car.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that had to happen. You've
gone electric. You've gone electric.
I've gone electric.
That's huge.
Well, you know, it's.
I admitted I got electric FOMO.
Electric FOMO. How's that going with you? Where
I'm okay now, but you know what's the problem? Gas prices have gone up so much. I'm going to be not have any money to buy the car because I'm going to be spending it on gas. My wife was over $100 the other day to fill up her car.
I think if you have any,
it's out of control,
and that's for regular.
That's for regular,
right? If you have any kind of a normal size tank. You're 80 to 100.
I was filling up today, and I was like, and I was under like 90. So I was impressed. I thought it was going to teeter over. It wasn't. But isn't this what I predicted? Did I not predict it on this show that he was going to get elected and gas prices were going to spike up?
Nope.
Come on.
Back to the influencing.
Exactly. Back to part of the influencing. Look what happened. Look at Meta. Facebook went to Meta before they were prepared. Because we discussed it on the show. What happened? We discussed Meta. We were tapped. Because the next day after we recorded the show, it came out and then the show dropped. We are being, I'm telling you, we're being tapped.
I'm going to blow your mind here.
Oh, my.
Meta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Does that sound vaguely familiar to an individual?
Meta World Peace?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he suing them?
I'm saying to myself,
like, where'd it come from?
This guy was like over a decade ahead of his time.
Yeah.
And he was using Meta World Peace.
Right.
And
now it's Meta.
I'm surprised that we haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, he's not he's not in the news too much anymore. If Ron's
listening,
we'll have you on.
We'll have you on. I'd love to hear his
take on this.
Absolutely.
It'd be amazing.
I mean, you know.
Right. We've had, in the time that we started this, we had a presidential transition.
Yep.
We went from the bad orange man to...
the bad orange man.
The bad orange man.
How many lawsuits does he have going on right now?
A lot of that. They all do, though.
That January 6th thing is just going on and on. And
don't even get it started.
I know. I mean, it's
bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not getting... But
he's ramping up to run for office again.
Sure.
Do you think... Is there a chance he could get back in?
Yeah.
I mean, is he really going to be the person who like rewrites history?
I mean, you're running at this point against a house plant.
Yeah, that's
prune juice ain't killing it right now, and those polls aren't looking too good.
I think I think a lot of people think that he won against Hillary because it was Hillary.
Yeah.
And now, if he comes back in, I hear all the time on the news that certain Republicans vote certain ways in the House because of Trump. Like, he's still an influence.
Oh, yeah.
In the House.
Yeah, they've taken straw polls, and he's still the number one candidate. I personally, you want my personal thing?
Sure.
I don't think he should run.
Really?
Ooh, yeah.
What do you think he should do?
I think he has tremendous influence over the party. Mm-hmm. I like, and when you break it down to a lot of people liked his policies, but didn't like him.
So should
a lot of people liked his policies, didn't like his tweets. And like I was listening to somebody today, and they were saying, Elon Musk bought Twitter,
and he invited him back, right? And he said no,
right? And that might be the greatest thing for him, to not be on Twitter,
because he wants to promote his own platform.
He wants to promote his own platform, but what was it that really kept him out of office? It was his tweets. Yeah. Why didn't people like him? Because he was a mean tweeter. So instead of having to restrict him, you take it away. It's been taken away from him. It's almost like for who's ever running for the Democratic nomination. Well, Joe's supposed to run again, and he's going to most likely get
run again.
Yeah, that's what he said.
How old is he going to be when he runs again? 82?
184.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's awful a little bit.
But you almost want Trump on Twitter again, because you don't have to worry about his popularity. He's popular enough, but you almost want him to tweet so you can get the mean tweets, and then people can criticize him. But anyway, I think, and I don't even know if I think DeSantis is even too hot of a candidate because of the media. But there's plenty of other Republicans that can run. Mm-hmm. That I think the pool of Republicans now are much larger than the pool of Democrats. And he should anoint whoever it's going to be, back them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they would, because I'm just saying that the fire in the country, it's still there. It's there. And this, I'm not, because I like the last 2 years under Biden hasn't helped.
Right.
And we need a candidate, whether it's on either side, that can come in and kind of try to unite, fan the flames a little. And I don't think it's Trump, but I think it could be a candidate that he kind of anoints. That's my take. Endorses. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my take. That's all I got to say about it.
It's an interesting angle.
Not political.
I mean, I still think he's going to run.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, can you see him, doing the debates again?
Fake news. Remember that fake news on Hunter? But here's the other thing. We're not, again, I don't want to. How can you trust anything that comes out of his mouth? When he stood on a stage and they talked about about his laptop, okay? And he sat there and said, fake news, Russian disinformation. Now we find out, a year later or a year and a half later, that it's true, that the laptop from hell exists. But how can you trust anything that he says to you?
How about his Samsung phone that he didn't want to give up?
Oh, the flip phone?
Do you remember the phone that he had that had all of his social media accounts on it, and they wanted, when he originally became president, they wanted him to give it up because for obvious reasons, and he's like, no, I've got too many people in my personal address book.
Who the hell has it? Should have been sponsored by Motorola. The flip, wasn't that supposed to come back? Weren't they going to come out
There's flip phones now that bend and
but wasn't Motorola supposed to come out with an Apple style flip phone? You know what I'm saying? It just never kicked in.
Well, they have that phone that doubles in size, so almost the size of a tablet. Now, but
that's too big.
I'm the thing that surprised me the most.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I was surprised they could never reignite anything there. Because
it was great. I never had the BlackBerry.
I really didn't use it that much either, but I know from the little bit, it was a real office tool. Like, it was really good for business, you know, when you could, because it really like mimicked like a
computer.
PC. Yeah.
A PC.
Yes. And
and that was really the original texting was the BlackBerry.
Right. Because you had your BlackBerry PIN number or something.
Right. I never had the BlackBerry.
Yeah.
I went from texting phone. I had a texting phone to the smartphone
with the 3 letters on each number.
Yeah. I think I had one of those phones where the keyboard flipped down.
Yeah.
And I really upgraded. I went from that to I skipped over the BlackBerry. But I know people that live for the BlackBerry.
Like they didn't pick their heads up from their BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Worse than phones today.
Oh, it's awful.
Right. And there wasn't really that much content. It was just
there was nothing smart.
It was like the beginning of everybody messaging each other.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing. BlackBerry is really the MySpace of the phone industry.
They are.
Yeah,
they are.
I mean, MySpace was there before Facebook and BlackBerry, and you wonder what did they miss? Like, what did Google miss, or what did all these dial-up companies miss? That Google, well, first Yahoo and then Google. Remember it was all. You remember the dial-up?
Yeah, no. Well, did you hear that Apple is discontinuing the iPod finally after 20 years?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's become. You know what? It's a good tool.
It is, but if your phone is basically an iPod,
right? But kids go to camp and you can't have the phone, but you got the music, so you have to load the iPod, the shuffles.
The shuffle's gone. Yeah, they're all gone.
So what do they do if you can't have your phone? Like you go to sleepaway camp and you can't have your phone, and you want to how do you listen?
That's a sacrifice.
Right. So how do you listen to music?
You have to hum.
Kumbaya. You can bring bongos, maybe a ukulele.
With the way camps are, some of these camps, aren't tents. They're
right. Oh, you can. You know what? Maybe they could bring their Amazon Alexas from home and plug them next to their bed. Did they bring those to camp?
It kind of really starts defeating the purpose when you bring technology to camp. The whole point, is to get away from it.
But then, what do they do now? Because nobody makes an alarm clock.
You know what? They can use the normal social interactions of just talking to each other.
Yeah, but how do you wake up in the morning?
Don't they just blast the horn? Like the
yeah. But I'm saying, like other people, I guess they have this.
Somebody I'm sure can have an alarm clock in the bunk.
Okay, I didn't even know they made them anymore. They're very hard to find.
They are.
I even went. I'm an Alexa fan now.
Are you?
For my alarm clock, yeah.
Oh, Alexa wakes you up.
Well, I have my Dot.
You don't just use a regular alarm clock, or
I got my Dot.
You're very high tech.
I've taken those steps.
When did this happen? I feel you weren't always like this.
No, I've been with Alexa. I've had Alexa for over a year now.
Really?
Control it from my phone. Yeah, she knows to wake me up Monday through Friday at a certain time. She knows when to turn off.
How does your wife feel about another woman being in the bedroom?
She's okay with it. You ever tell Alexa you love her?
I don't have Alexa.
I do. I say, Alexa, I love you. And she sings me a song.
Can you change the name
from
Alexa to whatever you want it to be?
No.
Because if I ever had an Alexa, I'd want to change the name.
Well, the problem is that in my family we have an Alexa.
Right, yeah.
And it's very difficult to talk to our Alexa, the human, and having the Alexa, our Dot or whatever, a tower in the same room.
I know.
Because they both answer at the same time. It is. It's very confusing.
Yeah, and then you just start yelling at it to turn off.
Our downstairs Alexa's not smart. The upstairs Alexa is a lot smarter than the downstairs.
So you have
Alexa.
2 Alexas.
We have multiple Alexas.
You have a lot of women in the house.
Yeah,
virtual women.
Virtual women, yes. That's the way I like it.
Yeah, you know that somebody's listening to everything that goes on in the house.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
As long as that thing's on, they're
It's
just
scary.
listening away.
It's scary.
But it's for your benefit, so that it's content that you can provide that is most relevant.
You know
to
what's
your
scary?
lifestyle.
Like, you buy a book, and I have a favorite author.
Really?
Yeah.
You have a favorite author?
I do.
Really?
What are you so surprised?
I just didn't know that you had, like, you were...
Yes, I have. I have an author that I like to read.
You were into literature.
I'm a big James Patterson fan.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I like his books. They're easy to read. I get involved in them. But like Alexa, I'll walk in, I'll say, Alexa, like, turn bedroom lights on.
Okay.
I did this. What? I did it all by myself.
Turn Alexa, turn bedroom lights on.
Yeah, use her all the time. And then or you'll get the messages, and she knows I'm in the room, and like James Patterson came out with another book, or
that's exactly what I'm talking about,
right? But it knows because I put it as a favorite book, or like this shirt that you looked at online is now like 5% off. Is on sale. That's a scary thing.
Well,
that's what freaks me.
Well,
out.
that's like when you get in your car and your phone says 29 minutes to work, right? Light traffic. And you're like, how do they know where I'm
going? Right. I didn't ask you anything. Yeah. I don't like those pop like Waze. You get those from Waze every once in a while.
And you never used anything to get to your office.
Right. It just
knows that like my phone always does, like when I get into my car, like from 5 o'clock on, it always gives me the address to the gym.
Right.
Because it just
knows. It learns. This is artificial intelligence.
It's a little
weird.
Creepy.
Yeah, it's getting creepy. It's you know what? They can do it without letting you know that they're doing it. It's creepy. It's all about the information. It's all about the data these days.
I'll tell you, the Tesla, before you get that, you think you're being tracked before. Wait till you get that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's got cameras.
Right.
There's actually a camera inside the car that is there in case there's an accident. It'll do like a quick recording of what took place inside the car. Like
that's smart.
It's smart
because what? Somebody hit one of my cars the other day.
Oh, is that right?
In New York City, yeah. And we called to report an accident. Mm-hmm. 8.5 hours later, they called me back. Did you call the police? I said, yeah. Like, what happened? They're like, there was a car accident. They're like, is everybody okay? This is 8.5 hours later. Hand to God, it's true.
Oh, thank God you called. We just went through our last pint of blood.
Yeah. Glad to see it. And look, all about the police, but you know what? I'm glad to see my great tax.
Well, did you call like 911?
Yeah.
And you called 911 and you got to record it? Like, you had to leave a message?
911, we told them what happened, and we left a callback number.
Did you talk to a person?
Talk to a person.
And did they ask, like, was anybody injured?
Right. So,
and you said no.
Right. So, if anybody's in a car accident in New York City or the fire, if nobody's injured, take the information and go.
Well, I think they should go to the injured before they get the non-injured,
but
car.
Still a car. You're supposed to for the insurance. No, you got to fill out your own accident reports now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. You go on the DMV website, fill out your own accident reports.
Ooh, when did that start? Probably COVID.
just like there's no voter ID anymore, and just slap just send it in. Same thing.
So if you get into a fender bender on the road and both cars are drivable and you want to leave,
right? Just go.
You can just go and then fill out an accident report online and
right. Well, you're supposed to exchange information.
Okay.
And go fill out an accident report online. Yeah. So you learn something new every day on the show.
So if my car is parked in a parking lot and somebody backs into it and puts a dent in there, I can go on the police website and just
DMV site.
DMV. Oh, DMV. Okay.
Do you have their information?
No. Let's say it's like a hit and run kind of like parked car.
No, you could fill it out, but it doesn't matter.
Well, the insurance companies usually like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really.
You got a guy?
You gotta go. Hey, they gotta love it. You know, you send the insurance company like photos, and they're like, "Okay, here's $50 back after your deductible." Thanks.
And then they raise your rates. Yeah,
so it's not even worth it. Anyway, well, that's been show number 100.
Yes,
and I'm very impressed from where we started and where we began. And you can always find us at therealagingammaturely.com. And that's going to do it for today's episode of Aging Immaturely. If you have a product that you would like to discuss on air, please email us at agingimmaturely@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Aging Immaturely.